What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you're on a fantastic day today. And today we have the October 2024 Albuquerque Sunport International Airport update for you all. I already hope each and every one of you are excited for today's video. And today we have a very exciting update in store with some various aircraft changes, some new routes, and so much more to dive into. So without any further delay, everybody, we're going to go ahead and start over here with the runway to change it up a little bit and go ahead and get started. Our first aircraft for today's airport update is going to be the Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700. This aircraft is currently coming in from Houston Hobby, and now it's going to be making a flight out to Baltimore today. So looking quite nice there on the Panda release. Next up, we have this beautiful Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-800 heading out to Seattle Tacoma International. Back to double daily mainline. That is absolutely awesome, and Chester is looking as good as he ever has here in this environment. So great to see him there, and overall I think that is quite a productive outing right there for our Alaska 737 mainline. Next up, we have this United Airlines Airbus A320 in the Continental Globe livery. This aircraft, operating one of two daily services to San Francisco, shows off both the mainline 320s. Very impressive once again, and eager to see where this is going to go into the winter, as this is definitely the most capacity we've ever had, considering that was a once daily CRJ200 for quite some time. Next up, we have this Gulfstream G550. This aircraft is also taxiing out. This aircraft's heading out to San Jose, California, and came in earlier today from Burbank. So definitely some interesting cities to pair it up with here today. It's looking quite nice. With this kind of a little reverse ops, we're going to get to see our cargo aircraft first. Starting right here with this prime Boeing 737-800 freighter. This aircraft is currently heading out to Cincinnati today. So looking quite nice, and loving the Amazon trucks to complement it. They look quite nice. Our next aircraft is going to be this UPS Boeing 757-200. This aircraft is going to be heading out to Ontario today and came in earlier after a flight from Dallas-Fort Worth, so looking pretty nice. The DFW operation is really impressive during the day, by the way. I recently got to see that, and it is quite impressive. Next, we have a UPS Boeing 767-300 freighter. This guy is going to be heading back out to Louisville today. They're getting the final cargo on board, and he'll be heading back out there shortly, so looking quite nice for him. And lastly, we have this FedEx Express 767-300 freighter as well. He's also getting his final cargo unloaded for the second daily flight out to Memphis for him. So definitely looking really good with those two aircraft. We do have a couple of private jets and a Cessna. Well, a private jet and a Cessna. The Challenger 350 on your left is going to be making a flight today over to Lawrence, Kansas, and came in earlier today from Atlanta, Georgia. And on the right, we have a Cessna 172. This guy's currently doing some local flights around the area. Alright, next up we have the stunning Delta ERJ-175. Thank you, GeminiJets, as always, heading out to Los Angeles International, 3 daily services. No doubt that it's been a productive offering here for Delta at the airport. I really changed it up. We're going to start over here on this side of the concourse and loop back around, because that's really going to make it fun today. Starting right here at Gate Alpha 4, we have this United Airlines Boeing 737-700. This aircraft's heading out to Chicago O'Hare. Of course, the similar frequency as we've seen the last couple months, but no doubt that it's been quite a staple recently. So eager to see where it's going to go, but it appears to me that they're pretty consistent on what they're doing. So excited to see what it is in November, and ultimately looking quite nice here for United. Getting into our Southwest aircraft, we'll begin right here with the 737-700 in the Arizona 1 livery. This aircraft's getting ready to push back today, as he's going to be heading out to Dallas-Fort Worth after... yikes, sorry about that. Dallas Love Field after coming in from Phoenix, ironically enough. So that was a little bit of a boo-boo, but that definitely shows you how many Dallas-Fort Worth flights there are. There's no doubt about that. And this is a really nice frame. I really like what we have going here. This Southwest 737-800 is currently loading up today, heading out to Denver, and came in earlier today from Chicago Midway. So looking quite nice there on that guy, to say the least. Our next aircraft is going to be the Southwest 737-700. This guy's getting ready to make a flight today, heading over to Austin Bertram. Came in earlier today after a flight from San Diego. So yet another productive offering right there for Southwest. Looking really good. Okay, next up we have the Southwest 737-700. This particular offering, let me get my route sheet here. I haven't got to use it in a while, so let's make sure I haven't missed any. We haven't used Long Beach in a minute. So this aircraft's coming in from Long Beach, and now it's going to be making a flight today over to Oakland. That's another one that I miss all the time. That one, and this one's going to come in from San Antonio. That's my other big miss. So this aircraft's coming in from San Antonio and heading out to Kansas City. So some very unique routes that I continue to miss, which is always my fault, but you know what? We always try to recover from that. So Southwest definitely amping up the frequencies here going into October. We got the Spirit Airbus A320. This aircraft's going to be heading out to Las Vegas today. Actually, wrong. Sorry, I completely forgot, because it's a limited frequency, but they are going to do Dallas and Los Angeles on select days this month. I don't know if it's just for fun or an event or what's going on, but I did see that a few months ago. So this Spirit Airbus A320 is coming in from Dallas-Fort Worth, and it's going to be heading out to Los Angeles. So pretty cool to see that. Again, I'm not exactly sure what it's for, but it's definitely pretty interesting at the very least. So cool to get to see this, and overall it's looking really great. So absolutely awesome, and overall this is a really great effort right here, to say the least. Our next aircraft is going to be this United Airlines Boeing 737-900ER. This particular airframe is going to be making the flight today, heading out to Denver, Colorado. It's been awesome to see Denver continuing to do what it does as a hub, so really excited for the future here. Glad to get the old livery 900 in here. It's not every day we get to see these at this point, so definitely want to capitalize on the opportunities when we get to, and another really great model by NG from 2022. June, maybe May or June, somewhere in there is when that came out. So yeah, well over 2 years old regardless, so pretty crazy to say the least. And here's our consistent main line on the United 737 MAX 8 heading over to Houston. So it's been also really cool to see this flight be so consistent here on that frequency. So yeah, definitely really awesome to see that, and overall I think this is going to be absolutely awesome. So love to see that, and that's really great right there, to say the least, here on the Houston main line. Our next aircraft is going to be this American 737-800. This aircraft is currently coming in today from Chicago O'Hare, so really awesome to see that on the double daily frequency. So yeah, it's all got real consistent, so we'll see if we have any major change for November. I would be surprised if we don't, but yeah, definitely been really consistent here on these flights. Dallas-Fort Worth also been pretty consistent, mainly on the 737-800s, but I thought I'd throw one more 321 in here. I know I said that in the last update, but why not one more? So here it is. Heading out to Dallas-Fort Worth, really great service, and they come in anywhere from once to twice a day usually. So really great to see that, and definitely a nice little capacity boost right there, to say the least. Allegheny makes its first appearance at Albuquerque. Here's the GeminiJets Service E321. I think that A319 made in here a handful of times, especially when the model was rather new in my collection. But here it is in the 321 state. So this aircraft is going to be making a flight today, heading out to none other than Phoenix Sky Harbor. So great to see this flight also going really strong. More regionals than what it's been previously, but of course we got to adapt with the times. So we still got the main line, that's what matters. So looking quite nice for that aircraft right there. Here's an empty gate, and B7 houses the Horizon Retro ERJ-175. This aircraft is currently making the flight today, coming in from, let's see here. Horizon, where is Horizon coming in from? Horizon is currently making the flight today in from Portland, of course, duh. So this is a daily flight. It's been really great, and I'm glad that Alaska continues to commit to the Sunport, as it's quite an operation. So wonderful times right here, and overall it looks really great on that particular aircraft. Our next flight is going to be this JetBlue Spotlight Airbus A320. This aircraft is currently getting the service up here, and is going to be heading up to New York John F. Kennedy. So another flight that's been rather consistent for us, which is good, because this flight was on and off for a very long time. So definitely really glad to see this aircraft here going strong. And ultimately looks quite nice. So a really great plane right here, and love this model here by Attitude Models, which is so excited for the United A320 EVA Blue. That will be in upcoming videos in the near future. And then right here, you can find this Delta Airlines Airbus A220-300. This is operating Salt Lake City this month. So another really cool service right here. Definitely glad to see SLC making it onto the 223 again. I think the last time maybe it was April or May, so it's been a little bit. So cool to see this. Definitely plenty of capacity on this aircraft, and it's a very capable airplane. So getting the baggage belt loaded up there, and then they'll be getting ready to send them out here this morning. So looking quite nice on 305 Delta uniform right there. Here's a Delta Airlines 737-900ER coming in from Minneapolis. This service continues the grind. Ah, darn it. So Sun Country's operating just a few flights this month. They're operating, I think, like 5 flights. I'll probably just go get them, put on taxiway so you can see it here. But anyway, really great to see Minneapolis going strong for Delta. It's a daily flight as it's been. So it's the most frequency it's ever had over its time. I think it made it to October maybe last year, but it didn't make it past that. So I'm eager to see what it's going to be next time. But last year, I think it was a 320. This year, it's been 739. So safe to say that they're going all out on capacity right there, and that's absolutely awesome. So we absolutely love to see that. And here's a Delta 737-800. This aircraft's currently making the flight today for a 737-900 from Atlanta. So great to see that on the 3 daily service. So ultimately, it's been absolutely great to see this, and I think it's looking quite nice. So looking really good on the Delta 737-900. Yeah, it's supposed to be a 900. I kind of want to get a second one. So if I find an NG or even another Gemini, I know Gemini did one last year or earlier this year. So if I see it for a good deal, I might try to snag it. It's not a bad model, obviously. I can get over the 737 mold, obviously. It's not the worst. So definitely could utilize another one, considering that, you know, the 800 is not bad, but it's not particularly realistic at this point. Or I could get an old 737-900, but there's none of them with blended winglets anymore. That mold's really good, though. So I don't know. I'll see. But anyway, still looking quite nice. And then the last model that's currently here, I'll go get the other one to finish it off. But we have this American E175. This is a SkyWest operated aircraft, and this aircraft's heading out to Los Angeles as well on its 3 daily services. So looking quite nice, and if there's any news or any other information to put in, I'll put it in right now. But let me go get Sun Country so we can get their proper showing in here right now.